Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am so grateful you are here. Today we are slowing things down and increasing our weight with this full body strength workout. Now what you'll need is a heavy pair of dumbbells or whatever fits your strength and a mat or supportive surface. We'll perform each move for 3 sets to really fatigue each muscle group, and you'll also have a nice ab finisher at the end. Now you'll have a complete workout, warm up and cool down included, and if you're ready, let's get started. Have your weights off to the side and let's begin your warm up at the back of your space or the back of your mat. Reaching your hands up tall, we have a pull down inchworm. Bend from the elbow, reach back up tall, and then forward fold, walking out to a high plank. Take a pause and then walk it back to standing and do that again. Bend from the elbow, squeeze those lats together, reaching up, forward fold, walking out. Strong high plank. Core nice and strong, and then walk it back. Really bring intention to each move and each muscle that you're warming up. So with that pull down, you're really squeezing that back. Warming up those shoulders with that inchworm. Keeping a strong center. For the entire workout, I want you to keep that core nice and strong. Last one. Beautiful. Now we have push-ups, either on your toes or knees to warm up. Chest to floor, pressing up. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, press up. So now we're warming up that chest. Connect that breath. So on every effort, that's when you want to exhale. Last 5. Beautiful. Now standing up, we have knee hugs. So bringing that left or right knee into chest and then moving into the other side. Get a nice hug and squeeze, really opening up the hips here. Inhale, exhale as you squeeze that knee in. If one feels tighter, you can always hold it and give it an extra squeeze. So good. Now we have good mornings, hands behind the head, pushing that booty back into a flat back and then squeezing up. Really bring that intention to the backs of the legs and that booty. So you use that booty to come up and squeeze it at the top. Inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Last move, we have some jumping jacks to get that heart rate up and to finish our warm up nice and strong. Option, you can always modify and just step out with each leg, bringing those hands up, or full jumping jack, out and in. Last 10. And rest, recover, shake it out. Warm up done. Now we get to pick up our weights. So grab those weights and let's get into our workout. First exercise, we have a stiff leg deadlift. So feet underneath those hips, weights down in front of you, soft bend of the knees, and just like that good morning, we're hinging forward from the waist and then squeezing up to stand. Let's go. Booty goes back, flat back, and squeeze that booty as you stand up tall. Nice and slow. So everything today is nice and slow. Slow is your strength. Really keep that core nice and strong as you hinge forward. And imagine like you're shaving those legs with the weights. So keep those weights nice and close to that midline. And take your 20 seconds rest. You can drop the weights and take a moment. So that first set, it was kind of like a warm up and getting into our bodies and also getting the technique right. So now this second set, we can really jump straight in and maximize our 40 seconds. Let's go. Hinge forward, squeezing up. Connect that breath. Inhale as you hinge, exhale to stand. Think about 2 to 3 seconds down and 2 to 3 seconds up. And take your rest. So now on this last set, we might be hitting fatigue, so really hone in to that form. Get ready. Roll those shoulders back and down. Let's go, final set. And maybe you want to get some more range, but just know that when you come all the way down here, you don't want to recruit your lower back. So if you start to feel it in that lower back and you're using that back to stand, just shorten that range, just go to your knees. Beautiful. Now 1 or 2 weights, I'm dropping to 1. We have a wide squat, so feet out nice and wide. I'll come this way so you can see. Weights down in between your legs here, and you're gonna sit into your squat and squeeze up. Have a nice tilt of those hips. Let's go. So I'll come side on. Hinge, tilt those hips back, come down, squeezing up. So you're really taking this one into the glutes here. Glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs as you squeeze. Quads, lots of lower body. Slow tempo. And don't lock out those knees at the top, so you don't want to come all the way up. Keep a soft knee bend the entire time. And rest. Take a moment. Maybe you want to stretch out those inner thighs a little bit to get more range on that second set. Ready? Pick those weights up, plug that belly button in, tilt forward. Let's go. Really bring intention to that squeeze as you come up, intention to those glutes. And rest, one more set. Now, if you're feeling good, you can go to 2 weights on this last one, or join me and add a pulse at the bottom. Let's go. If you're starting to hit fatigue, just stick with the normal. Otherwise, come down, little pulse, back up. Let's hit fatigue on this final set. Drive through the heels. Use your breath, you're over halfway. Done. Now we're coming down and working our rows. So we have a Renegade Row. Bring those weights underneath those shoulders. You're in a high plank or a low plank. We're alternating right to left as we row those weights into our hips, squeezing that back. Let's go. The challenge here, if you're in that high plank, is to minimize the hips rocking. So maybe you want to widen the feet out wider than those hips to help with that stability. The option is here on your knees in a kneeling plank. Or not a kneeling plank, just a kneeling position as we work our alternating row. And rest. Take a moment, maybe you want to shift back into your child's pose. Even though we're going slow and controlled, this gets the heart rate up when we lift heavy. So catch your breath, get ready, second set. We're on. Think about really squeezing those shoulder blades together as you row that weight in towards the body. And rest. Take a moment, remember the option is always there. If you're in a high plank, you can drop to your knees and work that row. When you're in that high plank, you're also hitting the core, the legs, as well as obviously that back in the row. Let's go, final set. Last 10 seconds, you've got it. And done. Bring those weights with you. We're laying down on our backs. We have a chest press. So coming all the way down, weights up to the ceiling. We are bending from the elbow, 90 degrees, squeezing up at the top. Ready? Let's go. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, squeeze up. Slow and controlled. Think about that 2-2 tempo. Slow for 2, and then up for 2, nice and slow. So 1, 2, down, 1, 2, up, and rest. I'm gonna sit up with my weights because they're quite heavy, so safely put them down, and then we'll safely rack them up. 10 seconds, set number 2 coming up. Ready, weights up. Let's go. Use that breath. Squeeze those weights together at the top. All these moves today are compound moves for your major muscles, but they also hit those minor muscles. So this is working that chest, but you're also getting the arms, the biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, the rotator cuff, lots of muscles at once. So it's nice and effective. One more. Take your rest, one more set. Roll those shoulders out, get your weights ready. Stay strong. If ever you need to drop to one weight and you're hitting fatigue on this final set, drop to one weight. I'd rather you do that than lose your form. Almost there. And rest. Coming up to standing, safely drop those weights. We have a squat to press. So we're racking those weights onto our shoulders. We have a deep squat into a shoulder press. One or two weights. If you can, start with two and always drop to one if you need. Ready, let's go. Sit down and press. Low into that squat. So really think about dropping into your heels. Sit that booty back, driving those weights to the ceiling. Make sure those feet are underneath our hips. We're pressing up in a narrow press. Palms are facing in towards the body. Inhale, exhale as you punch the weights. And rest. So this one, as you can see the tempo, we're going slow on the way down, but I'm adding a bit of power on that press. So you can play with that a little. Really work that power and that strength, using the leg power to punch the weights up. Ready? Let's go. So booty back, pressing up, slow to recenter. Come down, punch it up. So with this tempo, maybe think about 3 seconds down, 3, 2, 1, 1 second up. And then slowly control those weights back to your shoulders. And rest. One more set. Now remember, you can always drop to one weight. You can always hug that weight in towards your chest and punch it up from there if those two weights are a little heavy, because the shoulders, they're a bit of a weaker muscle than our lower body. But that's why I want you to use your lower body. Let's go with your squat. So that leg power will help with that upper body press. Last 10. Can you give me one more? Beautiful. Now we have a deadlift with an underhand row. So flip the palms out, deadlift, row, and then squeeze back up to stand. Ready? Set yourself up, bend those knees. Let's go, hinging forward. Row, then recenter. Now with this deadlift, I want you to bend the knees even more than that stiff leg. So really take it into the glutes, strong center, squeeze those weights up, stand up tall, hinging forward. Drive those elbows in, and then squeezing up. And take your rest. You can always do this with one weight. Have the palms flipped out, row, squeezing in and up if ever you need to drop to one. Shake it out. 2 more sets to go and we have our ab finisher. Ready, we're on. Hinging forward, squeeze up. Last 10. One more good one. 20 seconds rest, and you have your final set before we drop it down and finish on the floor. Maybe roll out those wrists, shake out those arms, get ready, have those weights up. Let's go. Really use that exhale. Exhale as you squeeze those weights up. You've got this. Last one. And rest. Coming down. Now, option to use a weight. We've got some weighted abs. You can always do this body weight. We have a leg lower with the weight up. So, legs up the wall, weight up, legs come down and up. Option, single leg as a modification. Let's go. Keep that tailbone nice and heavy on the ground. So you want to press that lower back into the floor. If it's coming up too much, then I want you to do single leg lowers. Coming up to your last 10. And rest. 20 seconds. Now we have a straight arm sit up. So where those arms were, but this time we place the legs down, dig the heels in, curl up through the spine, reaching up, and then slow on the way down. So slow and controlled. Let's go. Curling up, tuck that chin to chest, reaching up, slowly peel down bone by bone. Come up as far as you can. So if you haven't got that full sit up, just crunch up with that weight as far as you can and slowly control down. Beautiful. One more move with the weight. We have Russian twists. So dig those feet into the floor and we're twisting side to side, really rotating through that midline. Now we're going slow and controlled, really twist. Taking it into our obliques now. Pick up that weight, let's go. Side to side, really lean back with that 45-degree angle And if you'd like, you can always float the legs here. But if you've got those heavy weights, like I do, dig those heels in. You can also do this body weight if it's too much with the weight. Over halfway. Peel that belly button in towards the spine for 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop that weight off to the side. We are done with them today. Final move, we have a plank. So in a low plank position, elbows in line with the shoulder, lifting up in 3, not in 3, now in 3, 2, 1. Really tuck that tailbone under, plug that belly button in and breathe. If the body's shaking, that's good, hold stronger. This is so much more mental than it is physical. Your mind will give up before your body. So keep holding it for 15 seconds. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop to those knees, open up the hips, child's pose. Let's take a good stretch. Make this active, so really bring those elbows off the ground, reach those arms forward, forehead to the floor, and breathe. One more deep breath. Take a big inhale. Exhale, melt into the floor. And let's bring that right arm, reach it up to the ceiling and thread the needle through. Stretch out that shoulder. Good, and other side, reach that left arm up, thread the needle. Beautiful, back through center. Let's take a lunge, starting with that right leg. Bring it forward. Tuck the hips under and really press forward so you're opening up that left hip flexor. And let's reach that left arm up and over to the side and get a nice side body stretch. And you'll also deepen that stretch in the hip flexor. Good, other side. Tuck the tailbone under, stretch it out, and then reaching up and over. Beautiful, and then place those hands onto the ground, forward fold nice and wide. So have all 10 toes pointing forward, relax your head and neck down, and I want you to bend into your right knee, and then place your left hand down near your left knee and reach up that right arm to the ceiling. Now straighten that right leg, come back down, and let's come to the other side. So bend into that left knee now. Place that right hand near that left toe, and then reach that left arm to the ceiling. Get a nice twist, and then straighten that left knee. Beautiful, back through center. Take an inhale, exhale, release, and grab onto opposite elbows and just sway side to side, releasing that lower back. Beautiful, and stop in the middle. Heel toe those feet together. Take a deep forward fold here, relax the head and slowly roll up, soft knees, nice and slow, bone by bone, stacking the spine, and give me some shoulder rolls as you come up to standing. Separate those feet, take an inhale, reaching up, and let's grab onto that left hand and gently pull up and over to the right, and do the other side. Inhale, gently pull and reach up and over to the left. and shake it out. Let's finish with a couple of breaths all together. Inhale, reaching those hands back up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more. Inhale, even bigger, reaching up with all that good energy and strength. Exhale, hands through heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you loved this gym style full body strength workout. I hope you feel sore tomorrow and that it hit all the right places. You definitely got a great full body workout. Like I said, these are compound movements that are effective because they're working lots of muscles at once, and it also helps you burn even after the workout. So you're going to continue to burn throughout the day, and that will boost our metabolism, that will get us strong. So yeah, give me your feedback. I hope you feel amazing, and I look forward to our next workout together. Thank you. Have a beautiful day.